Hello there everyone, it's Nessa again. Today I am going to have a bit of a girl talk with you guys. This is basically just aimed for girls. If there's any boys out there watching, you can watch as well, I don't mind, but yeah. Today is just about me talking to girls. Just you girls out there who do stuff on the internet that you don't have to, and do stuff to get a boy that doesn't deserve you, stuff like that. Just literally a girl talk. Right, the first thing I want to cover, I haven't got a list or anything, so pardon me if I pause for a minute to think about what I'm going to say, but the first thing I want to cover is pictures. Now I know girls like to look sexy and girls like to look hot and they like to show their bodies, but there is a limit. There is a limit to how much you should show on the internet, and there is a limit to how much you should show to a person you probably haven't met. Maybe you haven't met, it's over the internet, or that you're not intimate with. Now I'm talking about those girls who send nude pictures to boys they don't even know, who send nude pictures to boys who they're not intimate with, and stuff like that. If you're intimate with a boy and you can trust him and he's a trustworthy person and he won't put it in the internet, that's between you guys, but it is against the law, I'm telling you right now. Taking a picture of your naked body, sending it to a guy, you're breaking the law. Him receiving it and most probably saving it is breaking the law. Just putting that out there. I see pictures on Instagram of girls with their bra on show, without a shirt, and knickers or really short shorts, which I wouldn't even call shorts, I'd call it a belt around your waist. But yeah, that is not necessary. If you want to find a good boy, well, not necessarily a good boy, a boy who's going to stick by you, a boy who's going to be faithful, etc, which most girls do want, you're not going to find him by doing that. You're not going to find that faithful boy who loves you for who you are by showing your tits off. Pardon my French, but that's just the truth. Boys, even though some may not admit it, they want a girl who's sophisticated, they want a girl who is mature, can take care of herself, and can take care of business. And yes, sometimes boys do like the girl to show a bit of flesh, but not on social media profiles, etc, because that's not very safe. Another thing I want to talk about, I'm sorry if that was quite briefly, I don't really know what I was going to say. This chair is kind of tilted, kind of doing that, kind of trying to balance. But anyway, another thing I want to say is be careful who you talk to online. If you don't know the person, don't share intimate photos, don't share intimate information, because you never know if that person's real or not. Going by example, Catfish, the movie and the TV show. This guy fell in love with this girl and literally fell in love with her. Went to I just got an interview for a bank. Go work at a bank. Anywho, I'm happy now. Anywho, going back to our conversation. Neve, some of you who watch Catfish, you would know who Neve is. It's the guy that fell in love with the girl. It's a very sad story to me. And he went all out, poured his heart out to this girl, and at the end he found out it wasn't her. He went to meet her and everything, and it wasn't the girl he fell in love with. It was another woman pretending to be that girl. For some reason they became friends and they still talk and everything, and he created a movie out of it because his brother and his brother's friend was filming the whole thing, and then he created a TV show which is about us people meeting the person behind the screen that we talk to. That's basically what it is. And I'm telling you right now, most of them aren't who they say they are. Some of them are lucky, some of them do meet the person they thought it was, some of them aren't. But that's the point I'm trying to get across. Don't think, if you don't know that person behind that screen, behind this screen right here, if you don't know that person, you never know who's behind that screen. You never know the person's real face. Fair enough, there's Skype and everything. If you do Skype and you can see the person, that's fair enough. But if you don't do Skype, you don't call, you only talk through text and through media websites, no, don't ever do that. And I'm telling you as a girl who's experienced it. I have to admit it, I did once really like this boy online, and it turned out he wasn't who he said he was. And I thought to myself, I'll never ever ever again do that. And I haven't. And I'm telling you from experience because that really hurt me. And I know how it is for people. They're having a rubbish life basically, and then they meet this person online and they're everything they ever wanted, but after that everything you ever want, there has to be a little thing that crawls back and it ruins it. No one in this whole world is perfect. I do believe there's soulmates for each and every single person, but no one is perfect. Anywho, all I'm telling you is make sure you know who's behind that screen. If you're talking to this guy, as I'm talking to girls, if you're talking to this guy and you don't know who he is, ask him to do Skype. Ask him to go webcam, whatever site you go on. And if he refuses, then you know there's something wrong. And if he doesn't have a camera, ask him to call you. If he refuses, you know there's something wrong. You know they're saying there. That's what I'm saying. And this goes for the guys as well. Don't think that because you're chatting to a girl, it's the actual girl. Yeah? Just saying. Next thing I want to cover is girls out on the street, acting like there's something they're not, acting like somebody else. I hate that. Really, I do. I hate those girls who go out there. They're such lovely girls. At home, they're lovely, they're sweet, they're caring and everything. They have a wonderful personality. And when they get out there, they start turning into hood rats. Like blood this, blood that, bomber clot this, bomber clot that, whatever you guys say. No offense to anyone. But, again, that's not going to find you a good man. Really. He's going to attract bad attention to you. Be who you are. Be true to who you are. And if the guy you're with now doesn't like it, it means he don't love you. Trust me, there will be one day a guy will come along and he will love you for who you are. It might be a year, might be 2 years, might be 5 years, you never know. But he will be worth the wait. Trust me. And that's quite deep and my throat is dry. Anywho, next topic I want to cover is girls' clothes. That's a big issue. Very big issue with girls. With us girls, yes. And I have to admit, I am kind of tiny bit one of those girls. Not as bad as I see some girls, but I do like to show off a bit of flesh and everything. When it's sunny, obviously, everyone likes to show a bit of flesh when it's sunny so they can get a tan. But some girls take it to the extreme. Like, I'm going to take a TV show for example. Snog, Marry, Avoid. Now every single person out there should know this show. If you don't, go watch it. It's hilarious. But it's basically about these fake people who get a makeover by Pod, a computer, and then they have to show off to the family, and if they like the look, they'll keep it. If they don't, they'll go back to the normal selves. Sometimes it's quite hard to change someone. But anywho, yesterday I watched, I think it was one of the new episodes of Snog Marry Avoid, and it was in Birmingham. Now this girl, she's so pretty, natural, gorgeous, but her fakery, she took it to the extreme. She had long ass extensions, blonde extensions that reached down to her waist. Not even her waist, it was past her waist. I think it was nearly on her knees. Literally big ass hair. Orange as an orange, literally orange as this. Orange. See my skin color? She was this skin color, and she was white, and I'm Latino. I'm not. This doesn't work, and it's all because of fake tan. That's another thing I'm going to talk about. This girl, clothes. We're talking about clothes first. Yeah, she had fake tan and everything. And what really pissed me off the most, yeah, this girl was pretty natural. What pissed me off the most is when the presenter, I can't remember her name right now, went to meet her. She was in a bra, in a bright blue bra. I have to say, it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I wanted that bra as well, but I would not show it off. I would leave it for myself and for my special other person, my boyfriend. But I would not show it off to the public. That's, your bra is meant to be for you and for that person, like not for the rest of the world. But she was in a bra and mini shorts. You could literally see her ass cheeks, and she didn't even have an ass. Girls like that, again, you will attract the wrong attention. Because that girl, she actually had a boyfriend, which I was quite surprised about, but he didn't want her to look like that. No guy wants their girlfriend to look like that. Trust me. And if they do, it ain't because they love you. It's because they want one thing and one thing only. And once they get it, they leave it. Simple. All I'm saying, girls, dress appropriately. Don't go out there and show off your bra to the rest of the world. Don't go out there and show your underwear to the rest of the world. Like, that's meant to be for you, maybe for your mum, if you have that much close relationship with your mum, which I don't. But it's for you and for your man. Yeah, that's it. Not for everyone else in the world. I don't need to see your underwear. I don't need to see what kind of underwear you wear. Yeah, I don't want to anyway. Like, no. Anyway, another thing I want to talk about is the fake tan. Now, this is not much of a problem in my area, like in southwest London. It's not that much of a problem, but I have gone to other places like Brighton and obviously TV shows in Birmingham and stuff. The fake tan, why? I understand for some people they get burnt and they don't get tanned, but why would you want to look like an orange? Like, tan to bronze you, like give you a bit of colour, fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. But to the point where you look like cinnamon when you're pale white, why would you want to do that? It doesn't look right. It makes you look weird. And the first day, fair enough, it's all smooth and everything. How many ever weeks it takes, or days or whatever, I don't know because I don't use fake tan, but your skin will start to look blotchy. And you want to know what? Fake tan is not healthy for your skin. You can start having spots. You can start whatever fake tan does. I just know it's not healthy. You just shouldn't do it. Like once every month, so you can have a bit of colour. That's fine. don't use it every day, because it makes you look like an orange, and no one wants to date an orange. If you have a guy like that, as I said, it's not because he loves you for who you are. No, actually I can't say that. If you are one of those people, ask your family and friends, your true family and friends, and your man, if you have one, if they like you, if they like your appearance with a fake tan, look like an orange. Because your family should be the only people in the whole world who can honestly tell you the truth about your looks. And you should listen to your family, because they know what they're talking about. They can see the outside person. This person keeps emailing me. Oh my god. Anywho, what else do I want to talk about? Girl talk. Oh, this is for something for the younger females out there, who were just starting to hit puberty and everything. I know it's a sensitive subject. I almost didn't say it, but I was one of the people who was late going into puberty and everything, and it did feel as if I was different, and I did feel like I didn't belong with my friends and everything. But then I realized everyone goes through it, different stages, different times, different ways and stuff. That's what you guys need to remember. If you just start to hit puberty and all your friends have already hit it, it's fine. It's just your body clock reacting to life. Something like that. But don't worry, if you're just hitting puberty, that's completely normal. At least you've hit it, and once you go through it, you will be fine. It can be quite scary. Like, your first period can be quite scary. Like, you're thinking, what the hell is this? Why has it come so late and everything? But don't worry, you'll be fine. It's nothing that you're not healthy or anything. You might not be, I don't know, but normally it doesn't mean you're not healthy. It just means your body, sorry, my throat went really dry and I couldn't speak. It just means that it's proof that your body is different from every single other person. Your body is unique. You are unique. Don't compare yourself to everyone else. That's what I think we can do. Nice. Anywho, yeah, your periods can be quite scary, but you'll obviously have your mom there to talk to, or your sister, or your auntie, or someone like that, or even a teacher you can trust, or one of your friends you can really trust. You can always talk to someone, and they'll always listen if they're trustworthy, obviously. Yeah. Another thing, education. Now, a lot of girls out there lose out on their education for a different number of reasons, and the most I've heard about is teenage pregnancy. Now, when I was in school, we got taught all this by sex education, and trust me, that was the most horrific lesson I've ever had, because I hated sex education. Hated it with a passion. I could not stand to be in a class and watch my teacher put a condom on a banana. That picture stuck in my head all the way through year 10, year 11, college, and it's still in my head. And that was like, what, 4 years ago, I think. Yeah, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago. Oh my god. Anywho, teenage pregnancy is increasing this year. The start of this year, I think it increased by 60. Protection as in condoms, decreased by 40. I mean in sales. The sales decreased by 40. And AIDS, STDs, sexual transmitted diseases, that kind of stuff, increased by 40 as well. That is quite scary if you think about it, because it means out there a lot of the younger generation, more of them are getting pregnant, possibly can ruin their education and their career, and possibly their family, and put strain on their relationships if they are in one, and stuff like that. There is a bigger risk of you getting an STD if you aren't protected, and as I said, condom protection has decreased. I think it was by 40. I'm pretty sure it was by 40 that it decreased. But yeah guys, like, teenage pregnancy is not something to joke about. It's not, a baby is not an accessory. And trust me, it's really hard to take care of a child. I've worked in the nursery for a year, and literally every day, they weren't even my kids, and every day that I got off, like not off, that I finished working, I sat on my sofa and I said, thank God I don't have a kid, because it is exhausting. Like, you don't have to wake up, I didn't have to wake up at nights and stuff like that because I worked in the nursery. I only had to take care of them from 8 AM till 6 PM. But still, that is exhausting. You have to feed them. Newborns, you have to breastfeed them, which I heard is very painful. Especially childbirth is very painful. Your body goes through changes again. You have to get to know your body all over again. Can put strain on a lot of stuff in your life, especially if you're a young kid. Can put a lot of strain in your life. And most probably you won't be able to provide for that kid by yourself. You and your partner may be very young, and by very young I am hoping I'm talking to like 16-year-olds, not any younger than that. But you and your partner can be very young, and that age you guys should be out there living your teenagehood. You shouldn't be taking care of a baby. You should be having fun, and not that kind of fun. You should be having safe fun, yeah? Like going to your friend's house, having a party, stuff like that. Things teenagers do, if you get what I mean. But yeah, girls, please stop with the teenage pregnancy. I get it. When you're a teenager, you see babies on the road and you think they're cute and everything. I used to be like that. I used to want a baby so badly when I was 16, and my mom doesn't know this, but she will now because she watches my videos. I wanted a baby so badly when I was 16, and I did really want a baby, really. But now that I'm 19, I'm glad I didn't have one, because I would not be having the life I had. I would not be having the life that I have now if I had a baby. I wouldn't have a college qualification. I probably wouldn't be able to even look for work. Probably wouldn't meet the people I have met, which are now very special to me in my life. And probably my parents would have been very disappointed in me. And I probably wouldn't even be with the guy. So yeah, you guys need to think about what you're doing before you do it. That's my message out there. Think about your actions before you act, if that makes any sense. Let me think if there's anything else I want to talk about. Oh, another big one. Self-harming. And this is a huge topic. And I'm not even gonna make jokes about this. And I'm not even gonna try to say anything to offend anyone. But it is a very horrible thing to do. And it really damages your body, and it damages your life and the people around you. If someone makes you that mad or depressed or whatever it is that you feel to want to self-harm, don't self-harm. You're gonna give them what they want. They want you to feel like that. they want you to harm yourself, like they're harming you. It's not something to joke about, trust me. And if you guys out there know someone who harms themselves, do not judge them in any way, shape or form. Because there's some people out there who can't control it. Some people out there who get bullied to their limits and who actually take their lives. And there's people out there who just don't want their life anymore because of something someone said once and it really hurt them, even if it was a joke or not. It's not something to do, especially you girls out there. Now, I know some boys do it, but mostly it's girls, and you girls need to stop, because as I said, it harms your body, trust me, and it harms the people around you, because if they know you're self-harming, they're going to be hurt, and then they're going to think that it's their fault. They're going to blame themselves, especially your parents. Your parents should be the most important people in your life. Your family are the most important people in your life. That's a fact. I'm sorry for those people who may not have the perfect family, but the family you do have, you need to hold on to it. Because as I said, family is the most important aspect of your life. They will get you through anything, and they will listen to you. And if they don't, go to your friend, go to a trusting friend, go to your teachers, go to someone you trust and talk about it instead of harming yourself. Because yeah, you might think, oh, it makes me feel better, but it's just for that instant. You cut yourself, you feel better for like 5 minutes. What are you gonna do? Cut yourself again and again and again until you have no blood left. That's not something you should be doing. I'm not judging anyone, because I had friends who did it. I really did, and I hated every single minute of it, because I thought I couldn't help them, and I blamed myself, even though it wasn't my fault. That's what happens. They put the blame on themselves, and it's not a very nice feeling, trust me. Girls, you need to stop this. Girls are strong enough to get through anything they set their minds to. That's what I'm saying. Now think about it. Your mom went through child labor. That's all I gotta say. And apparently that is the most painful thing in the world. Yeah? Another thing, we go through periods. Now there's people out there who have it bad. And when I mean bad as in they can't even move from the bed. And that used to be me back in school. I used to hate when I was on my period and I had to go to school, because I was in so much pain. But I got through it. And you can get through it too. If you think you can't, talk to someone. As I always say, talk to someone. The most important thing you do is to get your voice heard. If someone's bullying you, don't just sit around and cut yourself. Go out there, tell them to stop bullying you, and if they don't, go to a higher voice, to your teacher, to your parents, to their parents, to your head of year, to the head of school, college, or whatever you go to. Tell them. And I'm not saying this just for school kids or college kids. This can happen in work as well. People do get bullied in work. You may not realize it. You may think it's for school kids and stuff, but it's all the way through your life. You can't help it. Some people are fortunate enough not to get bullied all the way through their life. Fortunately, I wasn't. I used to get bullied when I was a kid. And it's the worst feeling you can go through. Because when you get bullied, you start to feel underappreciated. And you start to think, who are you? Like, you start to think, I'm not meant to be here, etc., etc. That is how I developed my self-conscious personality and my shy personality, and I started having panic attacks and stuff, and anxiety and everything, because I was getting bullied. And trust me, it does happen. You do develop anxiety and all of these problems that no one knows about unless you speak. You should speak out. Now that was a very, very, very deep topic for me, because I said I did have friends who used to do it and I hated it. But I think that's enough of a girl talk right now, because I can't think of anything else to say. But yeah, girls, please do take this advice, because I'm just trying to do what's best for you guys. I'm talking from experience, obviously, so if you guys experience something different than I do, don't come on here and shout at me and stuff, because this is what I experienced. This is my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So I'm gonna end the video there and give you guys some time to reflect. I will be doing more videos like this soon. I just need to get my head around which topics, because this one is kind of all over the place. But yeah, do like this video, do comment below any thoughts you have, because I do love to hear your thoughts, and anything you went through that you're okay with sharing with the world, and anything you can do for another YouTuber who comes on here and sees this, like any advice or something. And yeah, I hope you subscribe to my channel. I do tutorials, challenges, talks like this, and hopefully next year or something like that I will be doing video games. I just don't want to get anyone's hopes up, because I don't know yet. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I realize it's a lot to take in, but yeah. Another thing I want to say is, if you guys want to know how I got this hairstyle, I did upload, what the hell is that? Is that even a word? Upload a tutorial on how to get it. It's a very simple hairstyle, and it's called the milkmaid braid updo. I have to keep saying that because I forget sometimes. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye guys.